Listen, P. Okay, Rosie the Rally 3-year ownership update. As you can see, there's a few things that are different now. So, 3 years, it's just ticked over 17,000k. And what have we done? Foot pegs, DRC wides, much better platforms, handlebars, bark busters, fly aluminium handlebars, which are actually bent from Jolly's Pass. There's now an HRC rear rack, which does brilliantly. Carrying, as always, the GV GRT tool bag. Recent addition, the Nelson Rig Adventure Slim tank bag. I'm loving that. Tyres, Shinko Adventure E804 805s. Navigation, of course, trusty old iPhone on the quad lock. So what can I say about this bike after 3 years of owning it? I think I'm finally hitting my stride and actually doing some fun stuff. I'm actually up here in the Coromandel Mountains range. If I sound out of breath, it's just because I had to pick it up after dropping it about there. Ran into a Ford Ranger coming the other way, and there is no space on either side of this track if you got someone coming the other way, so you just got to turn around. So yeah, hitting my stride with this bike finally. It's booked in to go to Moto SR in Taupo to get the suspension finally done. I know I've been talking about it for 3 years, but it's finally getting done. It's getting the Race Tech fork upgrade, new spring at the back, and both ends are getting revalved, so that's going to be fantastic. And yeah, I just want to ride the damn thing now. We've been in and out of lockdown this year. Oh, I forgot to say, I've got a little passenger today. I've got Frankie the Christmas elf. It's just before Christmas, and yeah, he's come along for an adventure ride today. So, I'll jump back on, and we'll head out of here, because technically didn't tell the boss I was coming here. Oh, God damn it! And that's what happens when you park on a hill like a twat. Bark busters definitely do their job. Righto. Now I could go further up into Kneesville, but I am technically meant to be going home. So let's do that. And get a better air over me. Man, I'm hot. So, 3 years. Do I want to keep it? Yeah. I want to do some proper good adventure rides on this bike now. It's almost fully set up. I forgot to mention it's also got an RNG tail tidy on it. So once that suspension's done, it'll be ready to go. So yeah, fully compressing this stock suspension there just by bouncing on it. It's not ideal, but it has been up to the task of doing what I've needed it to do for the last 3 years. It's just now I'm getting a little bit faster, doing a bit more interesting stuff. So that is a welcome upgrade, and I can't wait to go down and get that fitted. The tyres are, as I said, Shinko Adventure E804 805s, and they too I'm quite pleased with. For the adventure type riding I do, which is a lot of highway, very rarely do I get to come to this sort of terrain, so they're a good compromise tyre. In terms of power, I just rode with a 300 Rally up around the northern Coromandel gravel roads today. Honestly, I think I'm sticking with my guns. I don't think it's worth the upgrade from this. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd definitely give it a look if something had happened to this bike. I really like how lightweight the Rally is compared to other adventure bikes I've ridden. But sort of just riding around with the 300, like, it didn't do anything else, anything exceptionally better than what the 250 does. Except its plastics are much redder. That's all I can really say about that. So yeah, it's definitely a fun wee little bike. Would I recommend grabbing one, particularly if you can get one second hand? Hell yeah. For the average entry level rider, this is more than up to the task. Woohoo! Sliding around a wee bit. So yeah, just thought I'd give an update. Coming on 3 years now with this bike. And despite my occasional pining for something with a bit more grunt, every time I get on this, I just have a smile on my face. And apart from riding into a headwind on the desert road with a full luggage pack on, it's never really been lacking anywhere. And on said ride, I had a friend with an R80 GS able to push me up the hill, which was quite funny. But yeah, I'll chuck links in the description for all of the luggage I have for this bike, all the mod reviews I've done so far. I'm still thoroughly enjoying it, as I said. And I definitely recommend it if you're after something to just get into riding dual sport and adventure. It's not going to scare you. There's plenty of aftermarket parts available to improve its flaws, and yeah, once you sort out the suspension, it really isn't lacking anywhere. So I can't wait to get that suspension done. I will definitely do a review of that once I get the bike back from Moto SR in January. Till then, yeah, stay classy, and I will catch you on the next ride.